Now, I have no way of knowing that with certainty, obviously, but I'm just fully aware that Cardone selling his plane to buy the Bitcoin dip or his home is probably him just either trying to farm fees if he's ended up financing through these funds, which I believe he has, but I have no way of verifying that. We're only using information from this video. There's nothing like secret that I know outside of this. I've provided you all the evidence for why I'm making these opinions. You can make your own. Now, do I think he's actually getting margin called? I think he could be nervous that if he did borrow against Bitcoin, he might get a capital call, and therefore it might make sense to reduce some leverage because Bitcoin is obviously, plummeted quite a bit here. So there could be some nervousness around this. I have no way of saying that he's definitely gotten margin called. There could be nervousness around this. I think it's more likely that Cardone benefits from the branding of buying the dip because his IPO kind of depends on buying the dip. Because he's now hitched his credibility to Bitcoin. And so he needs to look like a genius on a rebound. Hopefully it does rebound, but he needs to look like a genius on a rebound. If it doesn't rebound, he's going to have lost a lot of credibility for IPO, and he probably should have never touched Bitcoin. But then again, I don't think he understands Bitcoin anyway. So remember, bottom line, this guy is somebody who has figured out how to be both the lender and the borrower. Potentially, he has that optionality. He has the option to borrow against anything he wants and to pay interest with money that he receives from the fees that he decides to take, and the rest of those are a debt bomb that accrue for the investors. Therefore, in my opinion, his investors, in a disclosed manner, are paying him compounded fees on compounded fees, potentially through the different feeder funds, through the web of funds. Investors don't even realize how much they're paying. And so if I were an investor, I would want to know. And I would not go near an investment like this with a 10-foot pole. But that's my opinion.